can tell a lot about a job just by looking at the tools laid out on the ground. These shiny new tools haven't even been scratched up a little bit. But today, these tools are fixing to meet a crepe myrtle that's been left to its own devices just a little too long. And some folks call it overgrown, others call it natural. But me, I call it a tree that's forgotten what it's supposed to be. There's a fine line between letting a tree grow free and letting it run wild. So today, we're not here to butcher it, but we're just here to remind it of what it's supposed to be. Now, before anyone starts swinging steel or squeezing triggers, there's always a moment, a quiet little understanding between crew and tree. Because real pruning isn't about cutting everything you can reach. It's about knowing what you shouldn't cut. And just ahead, you're going to see exactly how that looks when it's done right. Now, crepe myrtles, they're funny trees, really. Give them a little neglect and, well, they just don't grow. They commit. They shoot straight up, sideways, every which way, like they've got somewhere important to be. No plan, no restraint, just pure ambition. And that's how you end up with this. A tree that's forgotten it was supposed to be elegant. Now some people handle that with what they call crape murder. Chop it flat, cut it down to nubs, start over. Quick, easy, and wrong. A good prune doesn't erase the tree, it reveals it. You take the weight off the bottom, open up the middle, and let some light air get through. Kinda like cleaning a cluttered garage. We don't tear the whole building down. You just remove what doesn't belong. Now watch close here. You'll notice that no one's in a hurry, because rushing is exactly how you turn a good prune into something you regret all summer. Well now, that plan works on paper. And a plan's a fine thing, right up until you're standing on a ladder with a stubborn branch in one hand and a saw in the other. Well, that's when theory meets reality. Now, we're not just going to set you off without knowing what this job's all about. So we'll go ahead and turn our attention here in just a moment to the boys and let the boss man explain to you exactly what we got going on here today. Take it away, boss man.
So we got to the job here and you see what we got. Boom, boom. These ain't as bad as they look though. They're actually gonna be pretty easy. You can see right here. Now the proper way, there's tens of ways. A lot of people would come in here and just whack that right there. That's what I call crepe murder. We're gonna go up probably at least, we see the middle one there, the highest one. We're gonna take that up at least, you know, a good 18 inches above that. Because if you cut this right here, it's gonna turn it into like an afro. It's gonna be like a big old, which ain't the worst case scenario, but personally, I would trim off the bottom of this tree, if it were mine. I would just trim off some of the stuff, demoss it, take out some of the inner, and let that thing grow like that. But I know that's not what the customer is expecting, so we're not gonna do it that way. I gotta make sure, another thing, when you're doing crepe myrtles for people, it's subjective. Everybody has their own view of how they should be. So we got this line down here, we got that line over there. And that's one thing we gotta do. Let me go show you something else. And then, you know, I forgot to tell you too, we're gonna be using all our battery tools, so we'll show you that in a minute. Because we gotta trim this sago up.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, I'm happy. But what about that?
Oh, that ain't nothing.
That's easy, I know.
Yeah, that's easy. Easy peasy.
So we got this little bit down here on this line, which isn't bad really. And then we'll show you guys when we get to the back. We got a pendo palm and another small sago, but that's it. There's some crepe myrtles in the back. We're not gonna be trimming those. So let's get to it.
Well, thank you kindly for the breakdown there, boys. Now, getting back to the job. This is where the real work happens. Up high, where all the bad habits live. Long, gangly shoots, crossing limbs, growth that's just trying to win a race that no one else is running. You can't fix that kind of mess from the ground. So up the ladder we go. Now here's something worth remembering. Every cut you make is a decision that tree's gotta live with for years. Cut too much and it panics, throws out weak water sprouts. Cut too little and it stays confused. But get it just right, and the tree settles down, grows cleaner, stronger, like it finally remembered what it was meant to be. Not perfect, but clear. Of course, none of this gets done with your bare hands. Tools are important, the ones that save your back and your wrists. So why don't we turn our attention back to the boys and see what kind of tools they brought with them today.
Here's the thing that's a little bit crazy today. We're actually gonna be using all battery stuff. Now you're saying, Sherman, have you lost your mind? Yeah, but that happened a long time ago before I ever decided to use this. I just got some of this stuff for kind of technical use, I guess, just for the heck of it, but some of it actually pretty good. And this puppy, this is the piece de resistance. That's the one I want to look. No, there's no battery in it, but that's what I want to see. You know, the old wrist, you're getting a little old. This wrist don't like it used to, but hey, I can still do that with the best of them. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I haven't really used this yet. Now, one good thing about it, as soon as you let the finger off the trigger, it comes back. So if you were to stick your finger in there with this on the trigger and then pull it, as soon as you felt it, you might let go, or hopefully you don't freak out and squeeze harder. But let's take it on one of these branches here for the fun of it. Let's see what it do. Whoa. This might actually be a fun job today. And no, as big as this channel is and as strong as the viewership is, DeWalt has not sponsored this video. Just so you guys know, this is an unadulterated review of this equipment. Totally unbiased. Okay. No, that's too big. See, that's what we need a saw for.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking.
So it won't do super big stuff. Cause it says 1.5 inches, but I mean, look down there. Does that look like 1.5 inches to you?
Right.
It's 1.5 inches from here to here.
Right.
So if it's really skinny, I mean, you could do it, but like I say, it'd be tough. I mean, it is gonna cut it. As soon as I was able to get the thing in there, it did it. So I think that's our height. Stay tuned.
Well, now, tools are one thing. Them there tools, well, those are mighty fine tools indeed. You can already see the shape of the tree starting to come back. Just a few more careful decisions, and it's gonna look like it was always meant to be this way. Now, most folks never really think about this part of the job, but the cleanup is where all the big decisions are made. Now, it's just follow through, dragging branches, breaking them down, making sure nothing's left hanging where it shouldn't. A job ain't finished when the cutting stops. It's finished when you can't tell there was ever a mess to begin with. Now look at that trailer. That's a whole story right there. Every bad decision the tree made, every correction the crew made, all packed down neat. Now there's a lesson in that somewhere. Probably more than one. Why don't we turn back to the boys and see if they got some wisdom for us.
You know what this needs? This yard needs a yard sign in it. We should have a yard sign up in here.
Oh yeah.
I think at the house we're gonna grab one and we're just gonna stick it in here for a little bit, you know. It'd be nice to get some yards on the street.
Yeah.
Man, you were making just butter out of that.
Heck yeah.
That's that straight butter, baby.
That's right.
I think we see enough of that probably, huh? Let me stop it for just a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta get some water. And...
Truly words of wisdom indeed. Always thinking about the next job. But anyways, folks, this was only the first half of the story. Getting the tree under the control is just one thing. Making the whole property feel right again, well, that takes a little bit more time and a little bit more patience. So if you made it this far, you might as well stick around. Go ahead and subscribe, because there's more work to be done. Next time, we'll take out that sago palm and maybe finish up these crepe myrtles as well. For today, we'll say to the crew, good work. And to the ones watching, take your time with your own yard, whatever it is. And if you've been listening to an old man ramble this long, well, I appreciate that too. We'll always be around. There'll always be another yard. See y'all in the next one.